Mario Kart 8 originally released on Nintendo's Wii U way back in 2014. Since then, it's received 2 waves of DLC back on the Wii U, a deluxe version on the Nintendo Switch releasing a month after that console's launch, featuring all 48 tracks, a revamped battle mode, additional characters, double item slots, and some nifty accessibility features. Going a step further, Nintendo announced 2 years ago a Booster Course Pass DLC for the deluxe version, effectively doubling the amount of tracks to eventually an insane 96 total. With this video, I'll be focusing on just the base 48 from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Which of these 48 races outpaces the rest and reaches the finish line in first place? Well, that's purely subjective, of course, but your friendly neighborhood content creating superhero has come up with a list of the top 10 base Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks out of the initial 48. These are the most fun to race on, the most enjoyable, best themed, most aesthetically interesting, and just plain all around awesome. We begin with the opening track of Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart Stadium, an aptly named track if I do say so myself. Set under a nighttime spectacle of fireworks and cheers, Mario Kart Stadium happens to be an enjoyable and exciting race, something that many first tracks of the Mario Kart series may not always register as being. With long curves to enjoy drifting and boosting opportunities, moments where smartly conceived mushroom boosts can cut seconds off a given racer's time or add to their lead, most Mario Kart 8 players' first taste of the anti-gravity sections the game proudly advertises, and a gliding section at its finale, Mario Kart Stadium is perfect for a beginner while still being entertaining enough for veterans. While Mario Kart Stadium signals the start of the Mushroom Cup in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Thwomp Ruins is the Cup's finale. It takes place in an ancient ruins where on the second lap, the central courtyard opens up its ramp, allowing racers to use said ramp to glide past obstacles like the central body of water and several thwomps. Yes, as the name suggests, thwomps make a home here for themselves in these bright and sunny ruins filled with copious vegetation. The ancient carvings on walls and in the tunnels are pleasant and add to the ambiance and environment. Thwomps aren't the only hazards in these ruins. In the first tunnel, gears roll on down in the center of the track, plowing over any racer foolish enough to get in their way. 2 gliding opportunities and 1 final shortcut that offers a great risk versus reward proposition also make for a really fulfilling race to run, and hopefully win. A relic from Mario Kart 64, but an enjoyable one at that, Yoshi Valley is the final track of the Leap Cup in Mario Kart 8. Like its original version, this Mario Kart 8 iteration of Yoshi Valley features a network of myriad routes through its sprawling canyon, some faster to take than others, but they all lead to the same end point. This end point leads to a series of winding turns, all culminating in a circular platform where a giant green and white Yoshi egg slowly rolls along, ready to run over any unsuspecting racer. The faster routes through the network of pathways tend to feature the most dangerous terrain, such as a lack of railways to keep players from speeding off into the canyon below. It makes for an exciting race that offers a lot more choice than any other race in Mario Kart series history. The final race of the Flower Cup, Shy Guy Falls is home to a diamond mine built directly into the face of the mountain. The race takes part high above the ground, where falling can happen when you least expect it. The eponymous falls have you racing not just up a waterfall trying to make a perfect racing line that allows you to cross every boost raining down from the falls, but also down the waterfall soon after as well. This latter waterfall leads to the track's sole gliding section, where racers can opt to glide down onto the main track or take a brief detour through a hanging cavern. Another shortcut is mere yards away, having racers use a mushroom to boost between 2 small stone pillars to bypass one of the track's final turns. Wild Woods was originally a part of the second downloadable content pack of races in the original Mario Kart 8. It takes place high up in the canopy of a heavily forested area where a Shy Guy metropolis of hanging houses make their home. Like Shy Guy Falls, racers do a lot of vertical maneuvers, going 100% vertically up the face of walls, trees, and the like. Notable pieces of this delightful track including gliding section over an open chasm where Shy Guys travel across zip lines, a race through a chute, rapids that lead down to a lake filled with boost-plastered lily pads, and 2 opportunities to take alternate paths. Wild Woods is a ridiculously fun race with a great sense of environmental ambiance to it, and it's just wildly fun. Well, if Nintendo won't make a new full-fledged F-Zero entry, at least this taste of the series with 2 F-Zero inspired tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe will somewhat do. For now. The first of these tracks, with Big Blue being the other, takes place in F-Zero's most famous metropolis, Mute City, as you can imagine with the insane designs of the 3D F-Zero racetracks. Mute City is full of crazy curves that are almost entirely set in anti-gravity areas. Racers will go upside down, right side up, to the side, underneath, and every which way in this track, while jetting around on the multitude of boost pads that are sprinkled along the track. The finale sees a shortcut opportunity for those with a mushroom, or they can just take the final jump and meander through the snake-like route leading to the finish line. Mute City's Mario Kart 8 version is absolutely a blast to play, and could easily be confused for a track from the real F-Zero itself. As the name suggests, Cloudtop Cruise takes players on an adventure through the clouds, from the cloudy pathways at the start of the race to one of Bowser's many airship vessels. The airship that racers spend a brief time on leads to a cannon that launches them into the heart of a lightning storm, where racers can opt to zoom along multiple boosts. This requires timing and precision, as many of the boosts in this darkened and stormy portion of track get hit by intermittent bouts of lightning. Once this anti-gravity section has been overcome by racers, they get launched to the home stretch, where they can opt to take the long but safe way to the finish, or try a courageous and bold shortcut by jumping across the leaves of a beanstalk. Cloudtop Cruise is a wild and rowdy sky-high adventure that makes for an exciting and literally electric start to Mario Kart 8's Special Cup. Let's continue on with Mario Kart 8's Special Cup. Traditionally, the Bowser's Castle tracks in the Mario Kart series feature a wide array of dastardly, menacing obstacles and hazards to avoid, whether thwomps, blazing fireballs as seen as the original Super Mario Bros. Game, and other dangers. The Mario Kart 8 version of Bowser's Castle features an impressive gauntlet of hazards, from giant 3-armed fire bars, swinging spiked balls, rolling boulders, lasers at the entrance, even a gigantic, monster-sized statue of Bowser that slams its fist from one part of the track to the other. The anti-gravity portions of Bowser's Castle are awesome, and the amount of trick opportunities make for a really thrilling and heated, both figuratively and literally, race. One of my favorite city tracks in Mario Kart history is Mario Kart DS's Delfino Square, and now Toad Harbor sits alongside it as one of my favorites in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This bright and sunny summer metropolis starts out with a marina housing sailboats and an immediate boost ramp that sends racers flying over one of the tugboats docked in the harbor. What follows is a trip through an open-air marketplace that racers can zoom through on street level or above via awnings. This leads to 2 paths to take, the right one being a slight shortcut. Then comes a section where San Francisco-inspired streetcars travel onto the track. Racers can completely ignore these by traveling along the leftmost wall in an anti-gravity section, though it is slower than taking the inside turn. Next, a downhill section of track occurs where racers can trick off ramps or take to the edges to speed along boost pads. This leads to a final couple of turns before the finish line. Toad Harbor may not have a gliding section or many opportunities to show off Mario Kart 8's anti-gravity central mechanic, but it does offer technical, circuit-based racing that is phenomenal, and in a visually pleasing San Francisco city-based environment as well. Mount Wario is an aberration compared to every other track on this top 10 list. Instead of featuring 3 laps, Mount Wario features 3 segments, all leading to one thrilling adventure down the slopes and face of the titular snowy mountain. Right away, racers drive off the starting gate, the innards of a chopper, to land smack dab on the snowy summit of Mount Wario. Then, it's literally all downhill from there. An icy section showcasing nice drifting opportunities leads into a cavern filled with rushing water and gliding opportunities. That then leads to the Wario Dam, where racers speed along its side as water and intermittent boosts rain down. A snow-filled forested section of trees and logs follow, and then a skiing-inspired third segment features racers with slalom-style gates, mounds, moguls, and tricking opportunities. A riotous race and journey down the snowy mountain, Mount Wario is a fantastic finale to Mario Kart 8 Star Cup, and a fantastic race in general. And there you have it, friends, my selections for the top 10 original 48 Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks. These are some of the best in my humble opinion. Now that you've seen my picks and heard my rationale for each of them, hit me up with some of your favorites of the original 48R in the comments section below. While you're here, please consider liking this video if you enjoy it, and subscribing to my channel as well. Your support either way is greatly appreciated. Next time, we'll dabble into the Booster Course Pass. You probably already figured that was coming, right?